Okay, here are the highlights for the new licensing schema for Pro 5.4. Number 1, no more workstation licenses. Number 2, no more application licenses, such as Password Manager. And what's left is just server or user licenses. It's the same license you used before with some improvements on the server side. And customer will just get an email with the licensing info, and they will enter it just as they did in 5.3 on the server side only. Let me show you. So here we have the policy administration from a Windows 2008 server. You will see that same thing on the software, under software settings. On the Pro client side, this all licenses, as I mentioned, is gone, but we still remain and we still leave it there. And we noted that this is discontinued on Digital Persona Pro version 5.4 and above. We still keep this here. So if you have older licenses, workstation licenses from workstation 5.3 or older, they will still show up here and they will still continue to work. Under server licenses, this is no change here. Same thing, you enter the user license, it will show you the number of users, but let's open one of them and you will see there's some improvements we made here. Okay, as you can see closely, everything more or less the same, except now we added the date of activation, so you can actually see when it was activated. On the advanced side, something new that we added was the installation ID. You can use this to check for to locate this installation ID on the solo server. Okay, and that was it. It's quite easy, but a few more tips and hints to show you what happened when a customer using 5.3 server upgraded to 5.4. Well, here's what he will see. Of course, the workstation licenses, they will continue, all the settings will stay. On the Pro server license, on the policy, if you open it, the old license will continue to work. As you can see, this is actually the old license, but the server is new. This is a Pro 5.4 server, and so as you can see, the date of activation, which is something new that we added, this remained blank. So that's why I know this is an older license. You'll continue to work, but it does not have this date of this new feature that we added. And same thing in advance, you will not see it. The installation ID will be empty. But it's okay, you'll continue to work, and if they ever ran out, they will have to request new license, and once they get a new license, they add it in here, and it will be the new format. Okay, what happened if in case of an upgrade, if the customer previously had the A license, in 5.3, and they upgrade? Well, when they go to the server licensing, they will see this error message. Just tell them that we no longer support site licenses, and they will have to call ourselves to get a new Pro server user license. This is the message they will get. Okay, one more question that you could possibly ask is, what do I do to recover user licenses? Back then you can just delete a credential to recover user license. You get the license returned back. But in 5.4 it gets a little bit tricky. So to return a license, a user license, not only you have to come here to the user, Active Directory users computers, and do delete credentials, as you see there. In addition, you need to go to the user properties, to delete some attributes. You can do this with any tool you like, but right now I'm going to use the properties. Here there are 3 attributes that you need to delete. Only after this, then you will get the license back. Okay, they are the user public key, the recovery key, DP user recovery key, and the DP user payload. By the way, this is well documented in the admin guide. I just figure I point this out to you right now. And actually, this is it about licensing. I mean, we did make some changes on the workstation side, on the workstation installation side, to just make it a better experience for the user, especially when for eval users. Licensing got simpler now, but it also got more strict. Okay, if you have no license, if you did not install Pro Server, have no licensing keys, and you just install Pro Workstation like that, you can log in to your computer, but nothing of our feature will work. And so let me show you that in the next video. Installation of Pro Workstation is pretty straightforward. Just click Next. Pass the EULA. Select the location. Just leave everything default. Here's one tricky part. This is something new we added in Pro version 5.4. You have 2 choices now. You can install on local evaluation mode or standalone mode. If you already have a Pro Server installed and have all the licensing in place and you're deploying Pro Workstation, then you want to do the standard mode. Okay. If you don't have the Pro Server installed, nothing, no licensing, and you install the standard mode, you will be able to log into the machine, and that's it. You cannot use any of other Pro features because there's no server and there's no licensing. So you want to do this when you have the server. If you just want to evaluate, you click on this local evaluation mode. In this mode, everything works. All the Pro feature will work, but only locally. So all the everything, all the fingerprints, all the data will be stored locally and not on the Pro server. So this will be for this demo. This will be the suggested way to install. Let's do it in evaluation mode. Typical install, and that's it. And wait until the installation finish and reboot the machine. To change from evaluation mode to standard mode, you cannot do it here. This is a user console. You have to go to the admin console by clicking here on the administration console button here. There's a UAC elevation. Say yes, and you see here it says finish evaluation. If you click on it, it will switch from eval mode to standard mode. But I'm not going to do that for now. Okay, I'll do that later. This is just to show you where to change it.